Let's start. We stand for the pledge of allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I'm looking for a motion to approve today's long agenda.
I'm ready to motion to approve.
I'll second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Look for motion to approve today's minutes from December 2nd.
I'll make a motion to approve December 2nd minutes.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Meetings attended, Scott?
I didn't have any meetings last week, but, our driver at the transfer station fell, I believe it was Tuesday, and he got the truckload delivered. But then he took off the rest of the day to go to the doctor, so I had to go out and push the trash a couple of times to keep things caught up. I think should be back to work this week, but,
Still?
well, he took off all last
Oh,
week.
he just took off.
Yeah, so Bronze had to fill in with somebody,
Okay.
but yeah, anyway, Bronze got it taken care of, so
Good.
that was all I had.
Good. Kevin?
I had Southeast Iowa Regional Planning meeting last week. Pretty much just things as usual. I got a board that we're gonna have to figure out a couple people who we might want to be on. But that done right away. Then I had meeting Friday, Monday, yesterday, I guess, and one this afternoon with community action. Interviewing insurance brokers for possible changes to insurance, so down there. So
That'd be an exciting meeting.
Mhm.
and I thought I had, well, I got one to talk about it later, but that's with Eastern Iowa Workforce Development.
I had a meeting yesterday, complex meeting with the department heads. We're gonna talk to Susan a little later about copy paper, toilet paper, stuff like that, and they're talking about that stuff, which is trivial. There's an old freezer out there in the kitchen area that doesn't work. They're gonna remove the door from the freezer and use that room as storage. So thought that was a great idea.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get somebody over there to get that big heavy door taken off that old freezer and then we'll work on that area. We do have another real leak that has popped up in the jail. You guys here when we did the last roof repair? You here yet? Maybe not.
No.
We had a lot of leaks over there in the jail area a couple of years back and we hired a contractor and they got them all kind of stopped, we thought. But Susie let me know that there is one more and we're releasing that, looked at yesterday and it's on the phone. You can see it's feeling the pain a little bit. So obviously we can't do anything now. It's cold, it's freezing. We'll have to see what we can do. Thumbs up a little bit and get somebody back over there, but just some minor stuff, nothing too major. That's really all I had. Public input, anybody from the public want to address the board?
Like to save some time. Susan, you sent out an agenda for the 15th of this month,
The 12th, yes.
12th. Will you take minutes at that meeting if there's two people there and they discuss county business or not?
We never have before. It's just like if they go to the state farm meeting, it's this meeting. with
Okay, so you
legislators.
don't, okay, so they can discuss anything they want without
That's,
minutes. Okay, just curious how that works.
Anybody
that's
else?
for the whole state.
Okay.
Anybody else? Okay. Payroll changes, I think we had one. Like a monthly service increase at the roads department. One where I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, school and election costs, we need to review those. You want handle that or you want me to go?
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Election costs, there was a total of $15,857.78. That'll get divided between all the cities and schools depending on their vote count. Or on their voter registered count. I will say Louisa, Muscatine School and Mediapolis School, we had to do separate mailers because of a general obligation bond. So there was $846.01 for L&M school that we'll charge to them. And for Mediapolis, there was $12.16 for the mailer we did for them. So that would be all the cost. That's pretty basic.
So they're charged not for the people that vote, but
No.
for the total on their registry?
Yes, registered voters.
So if they don't show up, they're still getting charged.
Because we have to accommodate just in case they do show up, so.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I
Yeah.
just didn't know how that worked, I guess.
Yep.
Learn something new every day. Okay. Looks like we're on to the ambulance expenses. Have you guys had a chance to look at those?
We have.
Okay, all right. I didn't see anything out of line. I looked through them the other day when she sent it and, again, there'll be one more month, December's. And then starting next year, it'll be a fixed amount.
Right, starting in the January payment
Yeah, it will be a fixed amount.
will be the fix.
So we'll approve one more of those and
Well, this will be the last one because the next one is January.
these are November expenses. You'll
Okay,
have
so-
December expenses.
Okay, then we'll have to reword that a little bit on the,
I guess that was my assumption.
Okay.
The first of the year, so we did approve December expenses and then January would be.
Okay, so we'll start at February 1st. Because that'll be for January expenses.
I'll double check with Mike on.
Okay.
We said first of the year, so. Okay. Sign those.
Yep.
Okay, on to papers. Discussion or interaction to make Columbus Gazette a county paper. I have a whole bunch of people in here that apparently get your paper, so that's good. They have submitted this to ask to be our official county paper. And these are the papers that we put in all of our legal stuff, so. With that, I guess I would look for a motion to approve.
I make a motion to name Columbus Gazette as a county paper.
Second.
Any discussion? I don't think we're unhappy. so
All right,
that's a good
well,
thing.
thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Anyone signing?
No, we'll just put it in the same.
All right.
Right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day. And then item number 11 is an action by the Waffle Morning Sun, a county paper as well. I don't have any paperwork on that, but.
There's just a letter in there.
Yes.
Yep.
Where that? Thank God you're here. They had been acquired on September 30th, 2025 by the Burlington Beacon. So
They have decided to keep printing as
Yes,
Waffle Morning Sun, right?
yes.
Okay,
that's what this paper said.
that's what I read on. So I would make a motion to make the Waffle Morning Sun a county paper.
Thank you.
No, sorry.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. You don't need that again. Okay, we have a memorandum of understanding for the regional utility service with Louisa County.
You have that.
This is the Russ thing, so I can go ahead and read this if you want me to, just so everybody here in the audience knows what we're doing and not just rubber stamping stuff, right, Ryan?
Yeah. Bruce would be here, but we had something come up.
Regional Utility Service System, better known as Russ, Commission memorandum of understanding with the Louisa County Board of Supervisors. This addendum number 2 is made and entered into December 9th, which is today, between Russ Board of Commission and Louisa County Supervisors. Addendum number 2 is being adopted for the purpose of reflecting payment schedules changes of $5,167.50 a month to $62,010 a year. Perform the duties of the zoning administrator for Louisa County in accordance with the comprehensive plan and the objectives of 335, the Code of Iowa. And it shall take effect July 1st of 2026. Therefore, the addendum number 2 reflects changes to the section payment schedule, reflecting the payment schedule of $4,875 a month, $58,500 a year, to, which they're raising it to $5,167.50 a month, or $62,010 a year.
It's going up around between 1,000 a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
roughly. Not quite,
Not
but
quite.
almost. So yeah, that's between us and Russ. And it has to do a lot with him, so. It's nice to see somebody actually giving us more money for once. They're taking it away. With that, I guess I would look for a motion to approve addendum number 2, memorandum of understanding with Louisa County and Russ.
I would make a motion to approve the chair to sign the memorandum of understanding for regional utility service system agreement with Louisa County.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. And you get to sign that too. Cindy, to the turn.
For general assistance, our phone input traffic for, I didn't give an update last month, so here's a couple months worth. October was 59 phone and 9 foot. November was 74, 36 foot. We're right on average with the last several years. I keep track of here just so that staying on track. And then mobile food pantry is Wednesday, December 10th. That's tomorrow. It's moved up just due to the holidays for December, so we are having one. Sometimes we don't have one in December, so good that we're having one, so we've tried to spread the word to the clients. The food pantry here for Buffalo, Oakville, and Grandview for November had 46 households, 118 individuals, and for October, 38 households, 99 individuals. They're averaging 38 households per month for the year so far. The Salvation Army counter kettles are out and about in Louisa County. They'll stay out until that first week of January, and then I'll pick them up, and then that'll supply funds through the year for people that need things that are not funded through community services or other programs. And the wish tree is up over at the courthouse. There's 5 tags still on the tree. Those will stay up through the rest of this week. I did send out another Facebook post telling people, and the food basket, Christmas food baskets that people can get. We currently are at 46, and we're still taking names for those. We'll go probably up to 60 is what we're looking at.
So your foot traffic that comes in here, is it primarily Buffalo or? Where do those people?
I would say primarily Wapello, unless there's an appointment. If somebody is in need and does a general assistance application, it could be anywhere in Louisa County. I don't keep track of which cities they're coming in from.
We're
So
getting anyone from Columbus Junction or Grandview?
we do, yeah. Yeah, the general assistance applications, when they're applying for utilities, it could be anybody in Louisa County. So yeah, or an eviction notice or food, it's only Wapello, Oakville, and Grandview, just because that's the food pantry that is here in town that I take the information for. The community action takes the information for Clovis Junction, and in Morning Sun, they have their own, Mary Zeckler's in charge of that one, so. So yeah, the food, I would say it's primarily our somewhat local area, if you consider Grandview and Oakville.
Right.
But it's not just Loveland either, so.
So your Salvation kettles are mainly just setting out on counters. We have no ringers.
We don't have any ringers. If you know of somebody that would want to ring the bell, that can be accommodated. I do have the big kettle and I do have bells. And aprons, we just don't have like department stores and things like that to stand at. Dollar General and Casey's don't allow, Casey's may allow outside ringing of bells, but they don't allow a kettle inside. So, yeah, I haven't know about ringing outside.
I'm just curious. All out and about in Burlington
Yeah, oh yeah, they're everywhere.
and,
Yeah, everybody has a lot of big department stores.
yeah,
Yeah,
good and bad all at the same time, I guess.
right. Any other questions?
No, great. Thank you, Cindy. It's Kurt here.
All right. Thank you for that.
Kurt, you're up.
Morning.
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 Morning. Morning. Good morning. No major change to, the workload. We did go up a few as far as the total number that are receiving benefits, and I expect to break over that 350K mark, with recent claims that VA is awarded. Budget continues on the glide path to be exhausted. I think I'll actually have some money to turn back over to the county though. The no changes to care center, as far as the update to the quarterly or to the soldiers relief. No additional awards to it, but I did have to deny a veteran. He came in, he thought that the soldier relief program was just money that the VA had sitting around to help. I had to explain to him, no, that's money that the county has in the reserve for veterans that are in need. And going through his application, come to find he had plenty of means, he just didn't want to pay the bill. So, gotta do due diligence, to weed that out. No changes to the training, coming up. We did have a veteran as far as the van goes that, I've had to, utilize what's called Veteran Transportation Services, which is a van or a series of vans that they have at the Iowa City Hospital. Just the veterans, difficult hygiene issue and potentially a safety issue for folks. So I've kind of pushed him off to using that service. I submitted an article as far as outreach goes to the paper several weeks ago, and it has not been run as of yet. Hopefully it does get printed. And you guys were talking about a tree replaced out here. I put some feelers out, and I have a sizable amount of people that would like to donate. And if we can work that through, I talked to Johnson County VSO, and the way that they've done it is, I think it's called Community Foundation, is an organization that handles the funds for it. The donations come into them. They do all the accounting and whatnot, and purchasing, and they track all the paperwork. If that's something that you guys would like me to go forward with.
Louisa County Community Foundation?
So we don't have our own. We are a subsidy of Muscatine County. But I believe it's a kind of quasi-state organization.
So do they,
Cindy, do you know about Community Foundation?
we have a Louisa.
Oh, okay.
We have a Louisa
When I
County.
looked it up, it was like in fine print subsidiary of,
And
Right.
but their grant schedules are once a year and.
this wouldn't be a grant. This is donations from our community. And I've got well over what dollar figure that you were throwing out last time, not throwing out, sorry, but you brought up. I have enough people that want to donate that would be more than happy to cover it. And then I would like to, if we do that, I would like to have a sign,
Black or
plaque made up and, donated by,
Yeah.
or,
The 2 trees are in already.
oh, you already got,
Yeah,
oh,
they're in the
Oh.
ground.
okay,
But I mean, we can go ahead with that,
yeah,
you know,
Get a third one.
or
They just paper.
if they wanna donate, we use that for the expenses we've incurred
Okay.
and we
we
can
just put up something,
put up.
Yeah.
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 Okay. I'll move forward with that. The last thing I have for you is I brought up, in the past, the kind of the initiative that's being talked about in the association and also in the legislation of moving the VSOs to, what each county determines is full-time. And there's now more talk at, on Capitol Hill, if you will, in Des Moines about it, and our association, Taylor Collins and Lofgren are involved in it. And there's a lot of push for it. The intent is to provide incentive to get good applicants. Right now, if you say, hey, we got a part-time job, you weed out anybody that really needs benefits for their families and so on and so forth. There's guys that sit in this job, guys and gals that are still using typewriters and are in their 80s, and not very good with technology and whatnot. So that's the intent, that's the initiative, that's the purpose behind it. I think it will probably get pushed through and we'll get enough success to be approved, which will change the law. But they are leaving it up to counties to determine full-time, whatever, and we're 30, right? So, I will have those numbers in the budget as available for you guys, if you guys want to go forward with that. Right now, I'm funded what I can squeeze out to about 24 to 25 hours a week.
Will you have both?
I will have both
Okay.
at 20 hours, 0, 2, and 4, and then the 30 hours, 0, 2, and 4. And quite honestly, I don't know how this works or not. I hate to admit it. I'm well rewarded for the work that I do here. So much so that I'm probably a little bit over some of the surrounding counties. I think it's legitimate to say this position doesn't need a raise if anybody else gets one. If that's a considering factor to move, keep the salary or the hourly and move to 30, that's absolutely makes sense. Just because you guys pay me well.
I appreciate you saying so.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see where all the numbers lie.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of numbers starting to get thrown around and we're in
Absolutely.
very preliminary stages, so.
Absolutely.
So,
And I can also show the correlation. I'll bring it with this to show the number of hours that how being able to work more hours has brought in more for our vets. So,
I appreciate that.
all right, that's all I have. Any
Thank you.
questions? All right.
Thank you.
Okay. I got a 15 is a Eastern Iowa Workforce Development share agreement 20. I think Kevin, you're kind of.
Right, this is the other meeting I was talking about last week. Basically, the merger between South Central or wherever it was and Eastern Iowa, Mississippi Valley. We had one county attorney question, a clause that was in the shared liability agreement. And it had to do with, each county happened to sign off on an agreement that has to go back to the board of supervisors. They have to approve the supervisor on this board, all of them. So every county
Wow.
has to do it. So just like this change right now, I'm having to bring it here. Every county in this group has to go to their supervisors and get permission from me, to their rep, which is me here, to sign that change. So, it has a county may withdraw from agreement subject to the requirements of this section and all applicable state and federal laws. County intending to withdraw must provide written notice of intent 180 days before intended withdrawal. And basically goes down and then it comes down to CEO may propose an amendment to this agreement and no amendment should take effect unless first approved by at least 2/3 of the CEOs, which is the county reps.
For the reps, yeah.
At which everyone has to go back to their board and read it. So that's the change you wanted evidently, not to me, but it clarifies things. So it's just, it's not a heavy change to the agreement,
But it's changed nevertheless.
but it's changed. And it's just an added amendment of what it did.
Yeah.
So he thought it cleared it up. His satisfaction.
Lots of paperwork.
So anyway, what I need is I need your blessing to sign the share liability agreement.
Well, since you're on the board, I'll go ahead and make the motion to approve 2080 agreement with Eastern Iowa Workforce Development.
No second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, you can go ahead and sign it.
Okay.
Move it along. Discussion and interaction on the 2080 agreement for hazmat with the Muscatine Fire Department. Kenny, it's got your name all over it. Literally.
It's just,
Piece of everything.
I know. It's just an agreement for Muscatine County to come back down for any hazmat needs that we have, you know, tanker spills, anything that our local fire departments wouldn't be able to handle themselves.
Are they raising their rate?
The rate has gone up and it's based on the consensus. I can't remember what that letter said.
It was $1, now it's $1.50,
Mhm.
is that right?
Oh, I thought they were raising it just to 50 cents.
The survey found our present amount of 25 cents per citizen was the lowest. A rate of $1 per citizen was somewhat common, with the range running essentially from 50 cents per citizen up to $1.50. You're right, Scott. However, our goal is to maintain the fee. We will be adjusting our fees to 50 cents per citizen, which keeps the rate of one, if not the lowest in the area.
Yeah, it sounds like they're trying to work with us.
So the
And I think
total,
that's a yearly.
total would be, for 10,630 citizens, the amount is $5,315. I'm assuming that's a year, right?
Yes.
That seems pretty cheap. For the
Well, I think your
grand-
hazmat fee for this year that we'll pay now is $2,700.
So it's not double.
I mean, you get
We're
one,
going from 25 cents a citizen to 50
Right.
cents a citizen basically, so.
one semi truck with a bunch of car batteries roll over on the road, that's pretty
I mean,
cheap.
it's one of those things that you might, it's
Yeah.
like health insurance,
Or
it's one of those
train,
things you might not ever need, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're probably gonna need to have it just for that, you know, with the trains going through and everything else.
I would expect if something happened with the train though, that the train company would probably have
Might,
some sort of hazmat involved, but.
we might have to get somebody there prior. to-
Right. It takes them a while to mobilize. That's another thing we'll have to work into our budget though.
Yep, I've got a copy in there.
I'll make a motion for the chair to sign the 2080 agreement for hazmat agreement with Muscatine Fire Department.
We're gonna put a sum in, $5,315.
Yes, $5,315 per year.
No second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. talk about some auditing services for 26, 27, 28. Susan, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Basically, I'm just wanting your approval to go out and request for bids, to kind of get some ideas if any other companies are interested. We'll just try and see what comes back, and
So would we try to get them on a 3-year contract?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's what we've done in the past. It's just one of those things, how long do you guys want to keep it open for? Do you want me to
When does our
publish?
contract expire with bid?
This year, it's done. We have to inquire for somebody else to be able to do the 25, 26.
I think it's a bad idea. I'm not 100% happy with, I'm not unhappy, but
Yeah,
it just, I would like.
I would like somebody with a little more personal interaction, you know, but
Well, I will say most places anymore though are doing a lot of stuff
Yeah.
remotely, because you can send all the,
Yeah,
well, everything is, you send out the reports and they can do
I
everything.
heard the last time they did this, but did they get many responses when they sent out for bids?
To,
I have a company that's interested in,
give me their
and
name and
I think
address.
I give you their name, but I'll give it to you again. They did the Morning Sun audit for the phone company, so.
So
And they always came down and had a meeting with our board of directors. Rather than do it over that's a bunch of crap, in my opinion. You guys should have a meeting with them personally here. And I think a 3-year contract is good because it will uncover anything in 3-year period. So
well, I look for a motion to have her go ahead and.
what dates do you guys want me to do?
I guess
Do you want me to
we're
give a month?
gonna rely on you a little bit.
Okay.
What do you think?
Just give a month if I've got it mostly ready, so, if I can publish next week on the 17th,
She did mid-January.
yeah, do like the 14th.
Well, we'd make it do the 13th so we can open them on the 14th, maybe.
A lot of times though, what we do is, I've got a scale between to kind of rate all of them. So I don't know if you want me to do that before or after you open them.
Well, why don't you run it to the 17th? It'd be the end of the business day on Friday.
The
And
16th,
that
okay.
gives you a day to. Day, so. And then we can do it on the 21st. Is that enough time for you?
Mhm. And you want me to go ahead and do the
Let's-
rating scale?
Put it out.
That's the 20.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah,
20
you're right.
is here,
Yeah.
so go on the 20th.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the 19th is off. Oh, we're open.
Have them do the 16th.
Okay,
So
and
we
then I can present them to
right.
you, and if I'm not ready, then we'll just table it, okay?
You guys good with that?
Yeah,
yeah,
So we'll have them do on the.
so you run an ad in the paper for that?
Yeah, we'll have to put something in the
Then-
paper.
I mean, then you reach out to
She'll
every
reach out to
people that
others.
you know.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
everybody.
do we need a motion for this, or is this?
Yes,
I'll make a motion to,
request for,
request bids from audit services for our audit services for 25, 26, 28.
my 6th, my 7th.
We need any more than that on the motion?
I don't think so,
I'll second.
thank you.
Any discussion? Susan, would you read that motion back for me real quick?
Motion to request audit services for 26, 27, 28.
And you want to put a due date or not?
Due date of
January.
January 16th, yes.
You guys good with that?
Yeah.
You're okay? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, gotta do inter fund transfer. This is our yearly.
Not the 16th and 26th, 19th.
It'll be the 16th.
Oh, no.
16th, do the Friday the 16th, so we can open them on the 20th.
Yep.
This is our bi-yearly, we do it twice a year, right? Yep. Resolution 202548, Fund transfer from rural services to general basic to the secondary roads. The amount is $787,072. This is the second half.
First half.
First half,
half.
second half will be in
In June.
June.
No. This is the minimum amount to keep us legal, so.
To qualify for the
Yes.
state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, state match and farm market money and all that.
Yeah.
So.
Look, a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 202548 in the amount of $787,072.
I'll second that.
Discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Everybody gets to decide that one. Adam, you can go ahead with your update if you want.
Okay. This week has mostly been about snow and sand and salt. We were out Sunday again. Plowed out a couple rounds there. Getting more material in this week and getting prepped up for the next round. It sounds like it's going to be cold and windy. So we've just been busy with that. We still have our contractor up working on the overpass. That's going a little bit slow with it being cold and all that, but so they're making progress on that. I went to the county engineers conference this past week and lots of talk about tax changes and funding and stuff like that. There's also, classes and courses on leadership or bridges or equipment and all of those kind of things. So it's interesting. So been working on budgets. Talked to our main rock quarry this last week, and it sounds like the cost for rock is going to go up about a ton. That's about $70,000 there. It is what it is. So my understanding is they are going to haul rock down now for us. I tried to ask if that dollar was included in that. He said no. That's just cost of inflation. Blame that tariffs or something in there too. I'm not sure how rock dug out of the ground in Louisa County and hauled that works or not. So.
Well, have you heard from other quarries? Are they doing the same thing?
I haven't talked to them. I just got this on Wednesday when I was leaving. We've already bought some rock from that Nelson or whatever they are now, Leicester, I guess. So we'll probably look to expand that purchase a little bit as well. So
Call that a township tariff.
I don't know what it is, but I was assured we get it cheaper than anybody else. So looking around at our neighbors, it's the price is consistent with them. Unless you're up in like Jones or those other counties have rock just coming out of the ground. So it's a little bit cheaper up there. So other than that, we're working on budget things. We're looking at equipment and construction projects and off and on like that. So getting prepared for that. So no, any questions for me?
I went down Highway 92.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite as impressed as I thought I should have been. I don't know what I was expecting, but it could have been.
It didn't look like as big a change.
I know, right?
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I just was left with, that's all we did.
I will reiterate, not my project, but
I guess I didn't know what I was expecting, but I thought maybe it would be a bit more spectacular than that.
I do like, well, once I get used to the intersection at X17, I assume we'll be better. You
Turn lane.
drive through there and there's a few more options than
Yeah, I agree.
than what I'm used to, but it's an improvement. It's an improvement. So
No, I'm not,
I just, when I come over the viaduct and hit it, it wasn't like,
yeah.
Wow.
I don't-
where did they start?
Again, I don't know what to expect, but I thought you would be a big visual improvement, and it was, oh, well, you widened the shoulder a little bit, thank you.
Yeah, so. Well, the grade changes also make things a little bit better and the intersections and all that'll be a little bit,
Still pretty good.
a little bit safer, so,
We appreciate the new road, I'm not gonna hollow about that.
yeah, yeah, so.
Well.
Any other questions for me or anything, or?
Well, I have had a few calls about people complaining about the rock. And basically want to know if we could, why we're putting rock on so late in the fall, I guess, and I don't know if there's,
Yeah,
and I understand it, I mean, we
Yeah.
don't know when snow's gonna come, but I didn't know if we could possibly move the rock up a little earlier, or.
so, yeah, I received that complaint and drove out, took a look at it, and we do have some rock in the ditch. The rock in the ditch is more based upon the fact that the ground
yeah.
wasn't frozen and it's all over the place. But, I did think about that a bit, and, a thing I'm probably gonna do in the budget is look at getting a, a day cab and a belly dump that will help us hopefully be able to get that rock down a little bit sooner. We're going from 20 to 19 people, and that is not, that's only 5%, right? But that's almost a quarter of our rock truck guys are gone now, so we have tried to keep up, production in ditching and patching and all that, and frankly, I feel like we got a little bit behind. So we're trying to play catch up, and we maybe didn't work, as well as I wanted to. So getting a rock truck with a belly dump, about 60% more tonnage than a regular dump truck. Looking at ways to man that, whether it's an employee of ours or using our temp or contracting it out. So just, yeah, I am looking at ways, being nice to get that rock all done before the beginning of October.
Okay.
But because of our manpower and people are
Yeah,
gone and all that, it
And I didn't notice it too bad south
Yeah.
of town, but these were some other areas of the
Yeah.
county.
Yeah, and you go everywhere until there's a good snowpack, you're gonna lose some and all that.
Yeah.
And and I had, plants up on the Bluff Road, they're wanting rock up there, and I said, well, I'm not gonna put it down the week of Thanksgiving, because this might happen. And you know what I'm saying? It's always a thing, so.
Yeah.
So, I'm always looking to make the windows in which we do things, whether it's ditching or rocking or patching or whatever, I'm looking at ways to kind of shrink those times, to get them done faster and on to the next thing, so.
No,
We did get a little report of a slick spot, did you investigate that?
Yep, we went out and we scratched up the hill, so. That's one that's probably an every year deal. There's a pretty heavy oak trees on the south side, and it just keeps it from melting. We do have a new operator out there, so he's aware of it now and goes out there, scratches. I know I was out hunting yesterday, and the hill below Hawks was pretty slick as well. It's the same thing where you got a big, you've got hill and trees and all that, so. So moving forward, I was able to go through the bids that we got last week on the bridge, repair. Looks like, Iowa Bridge and Culvert is responsible, a little bidder, so my recommendation would be to go ahead and, work on a contract there for them, so.
All right, well, that's item number 20.
All right, yep.
So I would look for a motion to approve the contract of $141,120 for Iowa Bridge and Culvert.
I will make that motion to approve 141, 120 for Cowbrook Bill, CO 58.
I'll second.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
And this is paid out of, local construction too, so that's just, we've got our big thing, and then we got our small things, and we kind of do it like that, so.
Well, while you're standing there, 21 about Windstream, so.
Yeah, these are all Windstream, lines down the, main drag there, G40 through Fredonia, same thing as everything else has been, so. No magic here, so.
Well, let's just take all three projects at once, no sense in breaking them up. First project is from Cedar Street to 160th Street. Second project's from Main Street to Second Avenue. And the third project is Highway 92 to Market Street. Look for a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion to approve all three projects for Windstream.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
There was question, and Kinetic and Windstream sometimes are the same thing and sometimes aren't. When these permits come in, they come in to Windstream, and I don't know, once it's developed, then it's Kinetic or something, but yeah, but that question was asked about it. I don't know, those are all telecommunications to me, so.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
And I also need them on
Excuse me.
I did.
Scott.
Well, there's 3 for the Windstream and 1 for the contract.
I am sort of paying attention here. Motions on that one. Okay, item number 22 is possible closed session. On Adam's review. I'm assuming that he is asking for that.
Yeah, in my contract, it says, I'm supposed to have an annual review. This is the third year of my contract, and I haven't had one, so just, yeah, I guess.
You brought the boxing gloves, right?
Yeah, so we can go into closed session to do your review, then we come out of closed session to do the contract.
Yep. Understand, so.
So I need.
Okay, I need a motion to close the regular meeting, go into closed meeting.
Make a motion to close a regular meeting and go into closed session
To evaluate.
to evaluate Adam's position pursuant to Title Code 21.5.
I'll second.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Good luck, Adam.
Let's see.
You have to go.
I'm gonna go for this.
No, you gotta go.
You don't, I thought you wanted me here for now.
I use legal counsel.
I have a question.
Yes.
When do they have?